While the football world remains focused on visible headlines, press conferences, and transfer drama, something far more important is quietly taking shape behind the scenes, and it involves one of the greatest managers in football history and one of the most iconic national teams the game has ever known. Carlo Ancelotti is working on Brazil in silence, away from the spotlight, yet with a level of dedication and emotional investment that has surprised even the most seasoned football observers. Despite being a foreign coach, Ancelotti's connection with Brazil feels natural, respectful, and deeply professional, as if he understands not just the players, but the soul of Brazilian football itself. For years, the Seleção searched for a world-class coach capable of restoring their identity while adapting to the modern demands of international football. And now, with Ancelotti's vision slowly unfolding, the question is no longer whether Brazil have the right coach, but how far his carefully constructed World Cup plan can take them. As the old football saying goes, attackers win matches, but defenses win championships. And it is precisely this principle that sits at the heart of Ancelotti's blueprint for Brazil's World Cup ambitions. Rather than relying solely on flair, individual brilliance, or emotional momentum, Ancelotti is building a defense designed to survive the highest level of pressure, discipline, and tactical complexity that only a World Cup can deliver. At the center of this defensive project stands Marquinhos, the undisputed leader of Brazil's backline, and a player whose intelligence, positioning, and calmness make him invaluable on football's biggest stage. Marquinhos is not just a center back. He is the controller of the entire defensive structure, a player who reads the game seconds before danger appears, organizes those around him, and provides the kind of leadership that becomes essential when margins are thin and moments are decisive. In World Cup football, where one mistake can end a nation's dream, Marquinhos' experience and authority could be the difference between elimination and glory. Alongside him, Gabriel Magalhães represents the modern, aggressive defender that today's elite football demands, a player who combines physical strength with tactical awareness and has proven himself consistently in Europe's most competitive environments. His dominance in aerial duels, ability to handle physical forwards, and willingness to step forward and confront danger head-on add an extra layer of security to Brazil's defensive system. Gabriel's European experience ensures he is comfortable under intense pressing and high-tempo transitions, a crucial factor when facing elite World Cup opponents who punish hesitation. Complementing this partnership is Eder Militao, one of Brazil's most reliable defensive assets, whose pace, recovery speed, and precise tackling allow Brazil to maintain a higher defensive line without exposing themselves to counterattacks. Militao's presence alone increases the team's confidence because his ability to recover lost ground, cover wide spaces, and neutralize fast attackers gives Brazil tactical flexibility. With Militao in the lineup, Brazil can press higher, dominate possession, and take calculated risks, knowing that the defensive safety net is strong enough to absorb pressure. Adding further depth and competition is Bremer, a defender who has repeatedly proven his worth whenever given the opportunity at national level. His physical presence, marking ability, and composure under pressure make him an ideal option in matches that demand defensive resilience and mental toughness. Bremer thrives in situations where physical battles decide outcomes, and his inclusion gives Ancelotti a different defensive profile to deploy depending on the opponent. On the flanks, Vanderson represents the evolution of the modern fullback, a player capable of contributing both offensively and defensively without compromising balance. His ability to support attacks, deliver width, and then recover quickly into defensive positions aligns perfectly with Ancelotti's philosophy of controlled aggression. Vanderson's energy, discipline, and adaptability make him a strong candidate to become one of Brazil's most trusted players heading into the World Cup, especially in matches where fullbacks are required to influence both ends of the pitch. Meanwhile, Lucas Beraldo has quietly emerged as one of the most intriguing defensive prospects in Brazil's setup, catching the attention of coaches through his calm decision-making, excellent ball control, and intelligence in build-up play. Beraldo's composure allows Brazil to progress the ball cleanly from the back, breaking opposition pressing lines, and maintaining structural stability. Although still young, his tactical maturity suggests he could play an important role not only in the future of the national team, but also in the immediate demands of a World Cup campaign. When all these defensive elements are combined, Brazil suddenly possess something they have often lacked in recent tournaments: a balanced, versatile, and mentally strong defensive unit built on experience, speed, physicality, and modern football principles. This is not a defense designed merely to survive. It is a defense designed to control games, dictate tempo, and provide the foundation upon which Brazil's attacking brilliance can flourish. Ancelotti understands that World Cups are not won by reputation or emotion alone, but by structure, discipline, and the ability to adapt to different tactical challenges, and this defensive setup reflects that understanding perfectly. Each player brings a unique strength, whether it is leadership, aggression, recovery pace, physical dominance, or composure in possession, and together they form a unit capable of withstanding the relentless pressure of knockout football. As Brazil prepare to chase another World Cup title, this defensive evolution could be the missing piece that transforms potential into achievement. The question now shifts from whether Brazil are talented enough to whether this carefully assembled defensive line can deliver when it matters most. Football history shows that teams who lift the trophy are those who master both beauty and balance, flair and discipline, and under Carlo Ancelotti's quiet but deliberate guidance, Brazil may finally be aligning those elements once again. Now the debate opens to the fans. Do you believe there are other defenders who deserve a place in this World Cup setup, or is this the perfect blend for success? Share your thoughts, because your opinions matter, and if you have any new football questions or topics you want explored, leave them in the comments, and they could be answered in the next video. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more deep football analysis coming soon.